10 Strongest Quincy in Bleach, at Thousand-Year Blood War. Number 10. Baz B. He was a member of the Sternritter and held the title The Heat. Baz B has considerable talented, and when he went up against Captain Hitsugaya, he showcased the intensity of his flames, as well as how effective he could be while carrying out his mission. Baz B can manipulate the spiritual energy around him and turn it into the most intense of flames. He then channels these into his burner fingers, and, the more fingers he uses, the hotter and more destructive his moves become. Number 9. Masked Masculine. He is a wrestler-themed Quincy, who holds the title of the Superstar. He can be easily identified by his wrestling mask or by his wrestling fighting style. His ability, the Superstar, takes the form of a boy, known as James. James is a big fan of Mask, and his sole reason for existing is to cheer him on. Whenever James cheers Mask on, he becomes stronger, faster, heals from his wounds and becomes even more durable. This power allowed Masked Masculine to defeat 2 captain-level Shinigami during Bleach's final arc. Number 8. As Not. He is a peculiar man, even amongst the Quincy's strange group, the Sternritter. He lived much of his life as a sickly man who feared dying and going to hell. Havik gave him power. He also gave him the fitting epithet of the Fear. As fights with thorns that can easily smash the hardest of buildings to smithereens. But the most deadly tool in his arsenal is his ability to strike fear into the hearts of those he fights. Whenever his thorns come into contact with an object, they leave a black substance that induces fear. Simply being struck once by this ability is enough to induce heart-exploding fear into an individual.
Number 7. Fernida Pankias. He is the left arm of the Soul King. The left arm of the Soul King is believed to govern progress, and in the series, this allows Fernida to rapidly grow in intellect and strength. Fernida is also a member of the Sternritter, holding the epithet of the Compulsory. Being a part of the Soul King's body means Fernida is easily one of the strongest members amongst the Sternritter, and had the series gone on longer, he would eventually be one of the strongest characters overall due to his governing progress. Its ability, as the Compulsory, affords it the caliber of taking over the bodies of others, using nerves from Fernida's fingers. It often uses this ability to contort its victims into grotesque shapes, which causes a lot of damage.
Number 6. Oryou Ishida. He is one of the first Quincy shown in the series, and owing to his incredibly hard training and determination, he became one of the strongest we will see in the series. After proving himself to be strong, Havik invited Oryou into his secret guard and he was given the title of Antithesis. Oryou is one of the series' top marksmen. He can destroy his enemies with lethal shots of spiritual energy. This deadly shooting skill, when combined with his antithesis, makes him a dangerous combatant. His ability as the antithesis allows him to select any 2 targets and reverse anything that's happened between them. Or you can use this in a fight to reverse any damage he takes onto his opponents. Number 5. Jugram Hashwald. Jugram was the Grandmaster of the Sternritter, second in command to the Quincy King, Havik, as well as his advisor. From a young age, Jugram was selected by Havik to play an important role in the revival of the Quincy. He was given the title of the Balance, which grants Jugram the power to collect the misfortune happening in his surroundings and direct it at his opponents. This means he can direct any potential situation that might lead to harm towards his enemies. Furthermore, if his opponent is experiencing good fortune, this multiplies the amount of misfortune that they shall receive.
Number 4. Askan Naklavar, another member of Havik's personal guards. Askan is a Quincy with insane powers and holds the title of the Death-Dealing. Askan was one of the major threats to the Soul Society with his abilities, leaving even the strongest fighters in a pinch. Askan's ability grants him control over lethal dosages. This means he can control any substance and make it lethal for his opponent's body. He often displays this ability through consuming a certain substance. Anybody who suffers from Askan's lethal dosages usually dies. His Monk of Destruction form grants a further boost to all of his abilities, making him a real force to be reckoned with.
Number 3. Leal Barrow. Leal is the leader of Havik's personal guards, which is a reflection of both the faith Havik holds in him as well as an indicator of his immense strength. He holds the title of the X-axis, owing to his ability to shoot through everything. Whenever Leal makes a shot, it automatically pierces everything in the line of fire. If Leal opens both his eyes, his body becomes intangible. Leal's Monk of Judgment transformation grants him further destructive power and grants him near perpetual intangibility. This combination of powers makes Leal a deadly foe to face. Number 2. Gerard Valkyrie. Gerard Valkyrie is the heart of the Soul King, the Miracle, and a member of Havik's personal guards. Owing to his ability as the Miracle, Gerard can force miracles to take place. These miracles come in different shapes and sizes, but each one raises Gerard's fighting ability considerably. Whenever he receives damage, his abilities allow him to convert that damage into power, which results in him getting stronger and increase in size. If Gerard loses a limb, it will instantaneously sprout back, making him high invincible. Each time he heals a part of his body, that body part becomes stronger than before. His Monk of Destruction form grants a boost to all of these abilities mentioned. Using this, he was able to take on several Bankai-wielding captains of the Gotei 13.
Number 1. Havik. He is the son of the Soul King and one of the most powerful souls to ever come into existence. As the leader of the Quincy, Havik has fought wars against the Soul Society on many occasions. His latest attempt at putting an end to the Soul Society was during the 1000-year Blood War arc, where he failed at the final hurdle. The Quincy leader has many great abilities such as healing, the power to grant abilities to others, future sight, future alteration, soul distribution and soul absorption. After absorbing the Soul King, Havik gains even more abilities, making him the strongest being in Bleach.